or Clever Lovers, his username on the internet, claims he invented the variable valve timing setup that Honda later came out with. But in a production OEM, Honda was the first one to do that. So yeah, Honda, yeah, they're an incredible company.
Well, at any rate, they have one out about $600 a month. You can check it up on the website. I've just let me put that up here so people can go take a look at that.
I just jotted some notes down on that.
Okay, it's at automobiles.honda.com FCX-clarity. But yeah, we'll let people go take a look at that. Okay, what do you think? What are we looking at here? What I mean, people are doing this. People are going to jail over it, like Paul Pantone. You know, I mean, they want to keep the population. They want to keep us dependent on energy. They don't want you. Oh, well, you can't put a windmill on your house. The neighborhood association has rules against that.
Mm-hmm. All I know is that I'm looking at two organizations, and I know there's hundreds of them out there. Two organizations. One is a political party, the 12 Visions Party, and their main goal is to revert government back to defense only. Get rid of all of the alphabet soup entities within the government that are regulatory agencies. We go back to defense only, and they want to get a constitutional amendment passed that outlaws initiatory force, and that would include government. And if you can constitutionally outlaw initiatory force, then you cannot have any force-backed taxation or anything else. I mean, it's a long shot. I'm supporting them with everything I got, and it's a long shot. And they're not going to do it alone. I mean, there's the Republic movement, there's the Tea Party movement. There's a lot of people, and boy, if we could just all get our heads together and say we've got to do something now and get things to work.
No,
we direction by one step at a time. You know, we can actually see a free America.
We can't do that because the whole strategy behind this new world order, one world globalist government, run by the banksters for the banksters, is divide and conquer. So you're a liberal, you're a conservative. Oh well, you're a Democrat. Oh, you're a Republican. Oh well, my side. And so
there's 3,000 of them and 9 billion of us. They have to do that. If we could, the Revolutionary War, when the United States declaimed its independence from Great Britain back in 1776, there was only 3% support of the population here on this continent for that. 3%. And historically, if you can get 3% support, there's a chance. Any less than 3%, forget it. Ain't going to happen. But the United States Revolution from Great Britain was not the only overturn that happened with a mere 3% support. We just need to get organized enough to where we can get 3, 5, 10%. If we had 10%, it'd be all over. If we had 10%, and we do have 10%, we're just not united. The 10% is broken down into a 1% here, a quarter of a percent there, over 100 or some different entities. And they're all working for the same cause, but they're not united. And if we got everybody together, we would easily have a 10 or 15% support in this country, but it has to be for the same cause, not 150 different labels of the same movement. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And educate the people.
Wait a minute. The New World Order, using their Jewish minions, own all of the radio stations, all the television stations, all of the newspapers, and so maybe that's why the Palestinians are always the bad guys and the Israelis don't do anything wrong.
Well, I'll go along with that. I know a guy named Rick Fracador owns a radio station in South Jersey. And like you, he's a patriot. Like you, he wants to get the word out. Like you, he's doing everything he can. But unlike you, he's limited to what he can or cannot say because he has an FCC license. And if he pisses them off, they just take his license away.
That's
so
right.
He tries to push it, as far as he can without pissing them off too bad so he can keep his license. Yeah, you're right. They own it all. I mean, he just got this little rinky-dink AM station, South Jersey. Oh, by the way, he owns a 2005 Honda Accord that with Dennis Lee's hydro fuel cell system, over 10,000 miles logged, maintaining accurate records, had an average of 96 to 98 miles per gallon. 96 to 98 miles per gallon out of a Honda Accord over 10,000 miles. Just through that little sidebar out there. So,
yeah.
I mean, 100 miles per gallon is very doable. But Dennis Lee ran full-pay jazz. 50% increase in mileage guaranteed. FTC came in and just shut them down. Seized all the accounts, took it to court. They had months and months and months and months to prepare their case. We basically had a weekend to prepare a defense. We walked into that courtroom. They had their expert witness, Dr. Halprin, the head of the physics department at John Evans University, with more letters after his name than he has in his name. That was their expert. He said 97% efficient. Cars are 97% efficient, and if you're going to improve fuel economy, mathematically, at best, you got 3%. There's no way you could do 50%. We went in there and cleaned their plots. The judge issued a 13-page memorandum on his decision. He basically said the FTC, no break, bringing that case to his courtroom, and the score was like 10-0 in our favor. He didn't give the FTC anything. Now, in a free America, that's where it would end. You get a judge saying, case dismissed. 13 pages of why the FTC was out of line ever bringing that case to his courtroom. In a free America, it would have been over. But not in this America. No. In fact, the transcripts were corrupted. Now, in a federal court case, to have the transcripts corrupted, that's pretty rare. Yeah, that's pretty rare. But good thing they have backups, right? I think Dennis Lee's case becomes the first one in federal court history ever to have both primary and backup transcripts corrupted. Well, that put this judge in a kind of peculiar situation. I mean, the transcripts are corrupted. Nothing to validate the 13-page memorandum that he put out. So I guess, well, we just have to do the trial over again and get accurate recorded transcripts. That's the only solution, said the judge. But this time, if you want to bring in more witnesses or you want to change some claims or whatever, we'll just do it all over from scratch. Right. So we got prepared, had a little bit more time this time. Went back in, judge pulled Dennis and TC into chambers and said, you will settle. If this goes out to the courtroom, we will be done at 5 o'clock. I don't care what's been said. And Dennis, you will lose. Settle. I think we had a judge that had a good heart, was looking out for justice, and somebody sent this case to him, and he just, no heads up. I mean, what are the odds that the FTC is going to lose against something as outrageous as this? They got Dr. Halprin from John Evans University saying that's impossible. They thought it was a slam dunk when we cleaned their clocks. Oh, by the way, I can't say we won that. The judge has said we can only claim we did not lose. We cannot say we won that. We can say we did not lose. It's been dragging out for over 2 years. People lost their fortunes. People lost their jobs. And Dennis Lee is being raked over the coals. And the FTC did not have a single complaint. They had nothing. Nothing. So there's a form of suppression. 50% increase in mileage guaranteed. We were getting it a good portion of the time. And when we didn't, it was close enough that people said, you know what, 47%, I can live with that. Or they got their money back. I'm sorry, I'm very passionate about that. And I'm only a consultant on that deal.
Well, you know, I mean, I consult with a lot of people, and you know, this is just repeated over and over and over again. You know, people I talk to, man, if you're speaking out, if you've got an answer, You know, are you familiar with Newman, Joe Newman? I mean, he built one of these magnetic generators. He was on the Today Show with Johnny Carson talking about it, and he never did anything, never went anywhere except wrote a book and sold a book about it.
Yeah, something about he wasn't willing to put it out there without patents, and he couldn't get a patent.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about that. That's one of those technologies that just don't click with me. I don't quite get how he is supposed to be able to do what he says he's doing. He plays with the gyroscope, and I don't know. But he sounds intelligent and all that, but I'm not familiar. And again, I don't have strong opinions about stuff I don't know anything about, you know. A lot of people go out and claim to be experts, and they really don't know their butt from a hole in the ground, and I try not to be one of those people. So if I don't really know what I'm talking about, I admit it. And with Joseph Newman, I really don't know what he's about.
So how's Dennis Lee dealing with this? You've met him and you've talked to him fairly recently, probably within the last couple of years. How's he holding up under all this pressure? I mean, the government's gone after, they've actually put him in jail over this a couple of times, some of the things he's done, haven't they?
Yeah, he's been in jail as long as 2 years. He's been in jail twice over this. And he's been attacked by over 30 state attorney generals. He was attacked by the Maine attorney general from the state of Maine. And he never conducted business in the state of Maine. He never sold a single product. He never ran a single ad. He never set foot in the state of Maine conducting business, yet the Maine attorney general brought a case against him. And you would think, slam dunk. I mean, what do they got to go on? Dennis lost that one. Go figure. He lost. Well, he didn't win. Excuse me. He didn't lose, but he didn't win. And you know, I kind of figure if you're not getting barked at, you're not getting picked on, you ain't doing much good either. You're not a threat to anybody.
Well, I've wondered a lot. You know, why would they be attacking me? I mean, I'm just listed in the NAACP. You know, as trying to say I'm a bigot, and after I'd had 3 black men on my show that month. You know, I've had Israelis, I've had Muslims, I've had Christians, and you know, I believe the First Amendment kind of covers that. You know, I don't care what color you are, and I don't care what your religious beliefs are. You know, just don't expect me to get down on my knees, stick my nose in the sand with you. You know, I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
But why would they be attacking me so heavily here? And the only answer I come up with is that I'm getting the truth out, and they really don't want that. They've got a very, very sophisticated programming propaganda machine that makes anything Hitler and Goebbels did look like a amateur effort. It's called television.
Yeah, I remember that from the old days. In all honesty, we do have televisions, but they only play what we drop in the slot, if you know what I mean.
Right.
They're going to come after whoever's making noise, whoever's being effective. I got some associates who were recently doing a lot of videos on YouTube, running a pickup truck on one, and it was Stan Meyer kind of technology. And they thought they were going to go out and save the world. I mean, shoot, they can figure it out technologically. Look, we can do it. We can do it. And they gave 99% full disclosure on the website. Then you go to the website and they told you 99% of everything that you needed to know. And the 1% they didn't tell you, they actually told you, but they just didn't spell it out, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They wanted enough out there to get people thinking and get people working on it. And all of a sudden, guys in black suits, blatantly and openly armed to the hilt, crawling all over the pickup truck, following his family. He finally took the system off the truck and said, you know what, it ain't worth it. So, yeah, intimidation. And,
They do. I mean, they do that over and over again. That's exactly what they've tried to do with me. They've tried to intimidate me. Clay, you just do so much better if you wouldn't talk about the Zionists or marijuana or you know, if you just you know, quit picking on the Federal Reserve, Clay. You know, you could do so much better. You know, you could be in Hollywood.
Yeah, if you just did it our way, we'd support you.
That's right. You know, if you're a rebel and you're running out there and you're trying to tell people they can run their own energy, well, you know, of course we've got to stop you.
Yeah. Well, I'm involved in two organizations. One, I mentioned the 12 Visions Party, and it's pretty much a given. I mean, if you're listening to this show, then I'm not telling you anything you don't already know when I say that secret societies are at the head of the one world government movement. The secret societies run Monsanto. The secret societies pretty much control all of the wealth in all of the world. And I guess for a couple of decades I've been infatuated with the secret societies, although to me, joining one would be like selling my soul to the devil. I knew that they had their agendas, and I knew that they also had secret truths. And about 1989, somebody who's a very prominent figure dropped out of the Brotherhood. And the Brotherhood is a secret society. Everybody's heard of the Masons. You hear Skull and Bones, but the Brotherhood, people who are in the Brotherhood don't advertise it. They keep it a secret. And one of the highest level members of the Brotherhood saw this one world government movement, saw this monopoly, this crap coming down the pike, and he said, you know what, my conscience won't allow me to be part of this, and became the first person to ever reach that high of a level in the Brotherhood and walk away. Went to prison for other charges. He was, you know, told he'd piss some people off, but at that moment, a whole new concept was born, because there was other high-level members of secret societies who were being good boys, doing what they were told, and worth hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars. And they secretly approached this gentleman. They said, you know, we're behind you. We don't like this any more than you do, but, you know, we're kind of like trapped. We're entrenched. Boy, if I had the nerve to do what you did. Well, what they did was 30 members formed a new society, not so secret society, called the Global Information Network. And it officially launched last year. And they teach the secrets of the secret societies without the strings attached. And if you go to membershiphasbenefits.com, that'll take you to the Global Information website. And there's like an 18-minute audio. There's some, you can read text. And it's all sales pitch about it's going to make you successful, make you happy. But there's one sentence in there, one little sentence, and if you don't look for it, if you don't listen for it, it'll blow right past you. But there's one sentence that tells you that they are trying to educate and empower an army to fight this one world government. They don't think that a bunch of farmers with pitchforks have a chance against one world government, so they're trying to educate and empower people. So you create your fortunes, and you learn secrets that your enemy knows. Right? That's the laws. And then we level the playing field, and maybe we won't actually hit this one world government thing. So I support the Global Information Network and 12 Visions parties, two pretty much separate entities that all fight for human rights, all fighting for freedom. And, yeah, you just got to take a cause and run with it. So that's what I've done.
Yeah, hopefully, you know, something good. We've the internet is a tool that we've got. All right, let's see here. We got a caller here. Let me see if see who we got from the 919 area code. Hello, sir. Who do we have here?
Yeah, greeting from Raleigh, North Carolina, Clay. This is Dr. A.
Hi, Dr. A. How are you? Dr. A, I'm glad you came up here. Tomorrow we're supposed to have a special guest on that's going to be talking about this new gold entity, gold business that you can get into right now. And by the way, you're on with Mike Holler, so say hello.
Hello, Dr. Ray. Good. I enjoy your presentation, sir. Hello.
Well, thank you. Thank you very kindly.
One of the things we're talking about here on this show on a regular basis is the Federal Reserve. We're talking about the devaluation of your money. You know, we've got, the value of your currency is going down. You can buy the same amount of bread today with gold that you could buy 100 years ago. So we talk about deflation. Gold, everybody's out there. We've got people like Glenn Beck and Alex Jones telling you to buy their gold coins, buy this coin, and I don't believe the coins. I believe are a scam, but buying gold bullion, especially if you it's been checked out and you feel fairly well assured that you don't have titanium gold-plated titanium or whatever it is.
Nazi gold, huh?
That's happened before, but Dr. A, tell me about this. Tell me about this company. I've got it up on the website. I've got an application there. All you have to do is fill out that application. Give me the information. We're not asking for any money. The launch is just about ready to go. We'll probably have an announcement on my show tomorrow. And now, who am I supposed to have on my show tomorrow, Doctor?
It's Joe Norman, the spokesperson of KB Gold. We want to make arrangements to get you to your show tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, yes.
Great. I'm looking forward to seeing him. He was with the Seattle Seahawks, wasn't he?
I'm not sure about that, but he's going to be making the announcement today at 12 o'clock at the Q&A, the one I emailed you this morning.
Yes, sir.
And also I emailed you the response to the State of the Union, the President last week. I emailed you a response to that this morning as well. So that will give, if you listen to and read between the lines what he said at the State Union, that will give you a clear idea that KB Gold will be an excellent way to protect your assets.
Can you give us just a brief? I wanted to do a commercial on it today. If you don't, if you don't mind on this, Mike, I appreciate. I would like for Dr. A to give us an overview. This, you can get as much. You can buy as much as little as a gram of gold at the current.
Half a gram.
Half a gram of gold, and that's about $33 right now with the price of gold. The KB Gold has their own gold mines. They're located in Switzerland. Switzerland has the best. This is why they haven't been invaded in 2 world wars. They have the best banking laws up there. So when you buy for $33, you get a card containing a half a gram of gold. Is that? I mean, now you can leave it in the vaults in Switzerland in bullion, but you can get it at any time. Could you just? We got 5 minutes left, Dr. A. Would you just tell people why they should go to my site, fill out this application? They send it to me. I forward it on to you and to the people that are applying for me. They can get involved in this, and if they go ahead, tell me about it.
Yeah, they need to use your ID number to enroll for free, and basically they have an option to purchase. That's an option again. If they don't have to do it, if they don't want to, they have an option to purchase silver and gold, pure silver and gold, and either send it to wherever they want to send it to, or store it at the storage they have at the facility over there, or they can convert it later on to currency, whatever currency they want to convert it to. So basically, you will have the opportunity to have online access to your account, and you can go online and do whatever you want to do with your fund. and with your gold and silver if you have one. Or you can reach out and teach people about the importance of converting 5 to 25% of their paper money to real money, silver and gold, and to protect their assets. And if you do that, you will get a referral fee up to $900 per referral by referring people to exchange their paper money to silver and gold. So you can do either one or both, and run with this opportunity, the one we have with KB Gold.
All right, and I have videos up on that. I've got the